Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dear Herbalist Podcast, episode 102. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new to this podcast, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are a returning listener, thank you so much for your continued support. I definitely appreciate it. Hopefully, everyone is good out there, in good health and good spirits, pumped and amped for this year and all the good things that I believe that it will bring. Hopefully we're out there being busy, and productive in society. I know that I've been. So today we are going to talk about how to transform your body with a personalized herbal weight loss protocol. This episode is actually going to help you understand that weight loss is not about following trends. It's about discovering what works for your unique body and creating a plan around that. So we're going to cover understanding some important components of what it means to create an herbal protocol. We're going to talk about incorporating herbs to support weight loss and creating a clear and actionable plan. For those of you that are new to this channel, the Dear Herbalist Podcast is designed for herbalists, new, advanced, beginners, those of all different levels, as well as herb enthusiasts. I will talk to herbalists and other people interchangeably, okay? Because I want to make sure that I get the information out there. My goal is to make sure that I educate as much as I can while making it simple and easy to understand, especially those complex topics that we will get into this year. Why weight loss isn't a one-size-fits-all. Let's start there. Now, the first thing to understand is that weight loss is deeply personal. Factors like your body composition, your metabolism, your hormones, and even your stress levels play a significant role in whether or not you will actually lose weight. And what works for one person may not work for the other. This is why we can't have a one-size-fits-all. And that's why we're focusing on creating a protocol tailored to your unique needs. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to show you also how to identify your body type, how to align your diet with your blood type. I'll talk about that. And then again, we're going to incorporate herbs and lifestyle strategies to help you support your goals. So as I always say, get your notepad, your pens, your papers, your pencils, the back of a receipt, the back of a bill, whatever paper that you have. If you are driving, catch me on the replay, and get your notepad, get your herbalist notepad. If you guys don't have one, go to my website at thedemystifiedherbalist.square.site. Don't go to the .com yet. I'm still working on that. It's an informative site as well as my store. So don't go to .com. Go to thedemystifiedherbalist.square.site to pick up your herbalist journal. So now that I've got all that out the way, let's talk about first how to understand your body composition and why this is important. Your body composition is key to determining the most effective weight loss strategies because everybody's body type is not the same. Whereas some may naturally slim down, others tend to store fat easily, some, grow muscles easy. There's just different types of body types. And this is the reason why this is the first thing that you have to understand before you embark on any type of weight loss plan or weight loss journey. So I'm going to give you 3 specific body types. Okay. There's the ectomorph, endomorph, and mesomorph. The ectomorph are naturally slim with a fast metabolism. These individuals may struggle to gain weight, and they benefit from calorie-dense, nutrition-rich foods. Endomorphs tend to store fat easily, so you want to focus on low glycemic foods and steady exercise to promote fat loss. And then mesomorphs naturally are muscular with an easier time either gaining or losing weight. And a balanced approach for this particular group is the best way to go in terms of weight loss. But you want to determine your body type by making the assessment on where you gain and store weight, as well as your natural build. This helps you to choose the right foods, exercises, and herbs. So this is where you need to start first. You can also do the traditional Chinese medicine. There's a lot of different assessment tools online. So you can do the ectomorph, endomorph, mesomorph test online. You can do quizzes with that. The traditional Chinese medicine body composition, there's tests for that. You can also go online and determine what your doshas are if you're doing the Ayurvedic medicine. There's all kinds of tests online that you can do for free to determine what your body composition is. And so that's the first thing that you need to do before you start anything else. Now let's talk about the blood type diet for nutrition. This is a particular book. It's called Eat Right for Your Blood Type. It's by Dr. D'Adamo. And I really love the concepts laid out in this book. I myself am a blood type O, so I followed this diet and it has worked for me. This is the reason why I'm recommending it, because I do believe that, again, on a physiological level, we are not all the same. So therefore, we shouldn't be eating the same. And so if you look at your blood type, he has a clear plan in his book, the foods you can eat, the foods that you should stay away from based on your own physiological makeup. So check that book out. Let me give you an example. Type O's, high protein diets, lean meats, vegetables, and minimal grains. That's what we should be eating. Type A are more suited to plant-based diets with fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Type B are more suited to balanced diets, including dairy, vegetables, and moderate meat consumption. And then type A and Bs are a combination of A and B and also emphasize seafood, tofu, and dairy. So take a look at this and see where you fall in line. Give it a shot. Write down the list of the foods that you can actually have. Try to steer clear of the ones you can't. And give it a couple weeks and see how you feel. I believe that you're going to see some changes by following this. So you want to identify your blood type, structure your meal plan around the foods that support it. Okay? So if you're asking, hey, what if I don't know my blood type? How am I going to figure that out? Well, if you've ever been to the hospital, if you've ever been to a doctor, you can take tests there, especially if you have health insurance. Go ahead and let them pay for it and ask them to test to see what your blood type is. If you have never been to a doctor, then there's tests online that you can take. You can send your information into labs, or you can go to a lab and have your blood drawn for that information. So that's where you can get that. But you definitely want to identify your blood type and then get reading on the blood type diet, because I believe it will help you. That's the other part of it. Now let's talk about herbs to support weight loss. First and foremost, why in the world would I suggest herbs, period? One, because they're safe, okay? They're natural ingredients and they're derived from plants and contain naturally occurring compounds that support your body's processes without the need for any type of synthetic chemicals. The other positive is that they have fewer side effects, unlike other pharmaceutical weight loss drugs, which we'll talk about in just a second, which often come with unpleasant side effects. Herbs typically have fewer and milder adverse reactions on the body, okay, when they are used properly. If there's an adverse reaction, 9 times out of 10, it wasn't used properly or it wasn't the right herb to address your situation. Another benefit of herbs is long-term wellness. So herbs support overall wellness, not just weight loss. Many herbs help to regulate your hormones, support your digestive system, enhance your metabolism, which also lead to sustainable results, because all these things come into play when you're talking about weight loss. And then the other benefit is the holistic approach. Herbal remedies work with your body, addressing the root cause of weight gain, like stress, poor metabolism, hormonal imbalances, things like that, rather than offering quick fixes. And speaking of quick fixes, let me have a little note. Let me talk about this really quickly. Now, there's a popular weight loss drug out there. I'm not going to say its name. I'm not going to give it free promo, but I am going to talk about it because I feel the need to do so. There's a weight loss drug out there, and it originally was designed to help diabetic patients and that type of thing, but people have been using this left and right. And now I see that there are a lot of derivatives of that. There's a lot of knockoffs of that, right? But this particular loss drug, I feel the need to explain and let people know that one of the negative side effects is that it can paralyze your stomach. And it can cause a side effect called gastroparesis, which essentially means that your stomach muscles weaken, which slows down your digestion and potentially causes food to sit in your stomach for too long, potentially leading to a feeling of a hardening stomach, right? And this is due to undigested food buildup within your intestines. So this is considered a serious side effect, and it could manifest as nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. Now, key points to know about this particular drug, all right, is that it affects the hormones that regulate the stomach emptying, which leads to the delayed gastric emptying, which can cause food to stay in the stomach longer and potentially harden and, of course, putrefy. Now, again, some of the symptoms of this particular drug, besides feeling of a hard stomach, okay, it can include bloating, abdominal discomfort, feeling full after eating a small meal, nausea, vomiting, okay, running diarrhea. So when it comes to this weight loss drug, and I know that a lot of people, I have to say this, just want a quick fix. They really do. They want that magical pill, magical drink. They want to lose 20 pounds in 10 minutes. They just want the weight gone without having to change. And the reality of it is, if you really want to change your life, then you really have to change your mindset. And if you change your mindset and say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being overweight. I'm sick and tired of what happens to me as a result of me being overweight. I need to change. Once you get to that point, then you'll be able to start listening to things that say, hey, it may take you a little minute to drop some weight. But along the way, this is how you love yourself. This is how you're helping your body. These are healthy things to do. And, you don't have to go out and do these fly by night quick things to help you drop 100 million pounds in 20 days. Because the reality of it is, even if you lost that weight, even if there was a drug that could do such a thing, you're not going to change how you eat. You are not going to change how you live. So guess what? Now you are going to have to continue this medication so that you can keep the body that you were looking for. I can't tell you how many times I've heard of people who got this gastric bypass, got some of their stomach cut out, the little lap bands, all of these things, and they're still eating like crazy. I'm surprised the bands didn't burst, and that's because you just focused on, okay, I just want to help them get rid of the weight and not focus on the mental aspect of it all. Why are you eating so much? Why are you stress eating? Why are you emotionally eating? Why do you feel the need to eat every 5 minutes? And so if you don't address these things, then you're going to have issues losing weight. It doesn't matter what it is. But the pharmaceutical company, should you decide to be like, man, bump all that, I just want to lose weight really quick, they got something for you. But it is not coming without side effects. And I don't know about you, but the point of losing weight is to drop weight. It's not to have all these other issues, hardening of the stomach. Now it's like, yeah, I dropped weight here, but now my stomach is hard as a brick. Now I got to go have surgery. Now I got to go have more medicine to get rid of the lumps and the hardening of the feces that's in my stomach. Like, I'm sure the people that tried this and that continue to try it didn't think these things would happen. Look at the side effects and ask yourself, is it really worth all that? And guess what? I'm going to answer for you. No. So be very careful. Okay. Be very, very careful about using any type of quick fix, weight loss drugs, pharmaceutical weight loss drugs, these type of things. Be very careful. I would say don't use them at all, and look at those side effects and see if that's something that you wouldn't mind having. Whereas you may have people say, well, it didn't do nothing for me, or it worked for me. I didn't have none of them issues. My body was great. Everybody's body is different. So just because it worked for that person doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And at the end of the day, we're not following that person or doing any other type of follow-up with them a year, 2, 3, 4 years down the road to see the actual effects of what's happened since that time they took that shot or the pill or whatever it is. So because of that, keep weight loss individual. Don't focus on what everybody else is doing, and don't focus on, let me just try to lose it the quick way. All right. Now, herbs can play a significant role in addressing obstacles to weight loss. So let me give you some of the most effective herbs and what they can do. So if you have your pens and paper out, I'm going to go through these really quickly. Number 1, green tea. Now, green tea is rich in catechins. It boosts your metabolism and it promotes fat oxidation. Another one is cayenne pepper. It contains capsaicin, which increases thermogenesis, right, and supports fat burning. Then there's ginseng, which enhances your energy levels and helps to regulate your blood sugar. Next is ashwagandha, which reduces your cortisol levels, which can help prevent stress-related weight gain. Another herb is called bladderwrack, and it supports your thyroid, especially for those individuals that have hypothyroidism. We all know about cinnamon, how it improves insulin sensitivity and it helps regulate your blood sugar levels. Dandelion root acts as a diuretic, reducing water retention and supporting your liver. Licorice root supports adrenal health and helps to balance cortisol levels. Milk thistle supports liver function, and this is essential for detoxification as well as metabolism. So you want to select herbs that are based on your specific challenges, whether it's either a slow metabolism, whether you're dealing with a lot of stress, or you have hormonal imbalances. So let's talk about some clear steps. I kind of painted the picture just a little bit, but let's talk about some clear steps on how to build your protocol. Let's pull it all together into a plan. Number one, assess your body composition. So determine what your body composition is, whether you're ectomorph, endomorph, mesomorph, whether you will have a damp composition, whether or not you are you have a kapha dosha, whichever way you decide to look at it, assess your body composition. Step 2, calculate your BMI and calorie needs. So your body mass index. Use a BMI calculator. They're all over the internet to make sure that you understand your baseline. Where are you right now? Where do you fall in the line based on your height and weight and these type of things? Because you want to be able to determine how many calories you need to maintain or to lose weight. And there's tons of calculators online for that. Once you have your BMI, take that information now and put it in the calculator online to determine how many calories you are supposed to eat in order to maintain, if that is your goal, or to lose weight. It will give you that information. The next thing you need to do is identify your blood type. And I told you earlier how to do that. Talk with your doctor to get your blood type from your medical records, or you can use an outside lab to get that information. But use this information to guide your food choices and to structure your meal plans around what your body needs. In his book, in Dr. D'Adamo's book, it also has in there some information on how you can do meal planning, how you should be exercising, all of these things about your body type, your blood type, and the foods that you should be eating is in there. So it'll help give you more of a structured plan. But the good thing about it is that it says, here's a list of foods you can eat, right? It doesn't say you have to eat 3 eggs in the morning and then eat this and then eat that. Some people, that's too structured. But if you just have a list of things you're allowed to eat based on your blood type, some people like that better because it's like, okay, I'm not stuck to a plan, but I can pick these things and get started from there. And as long as I stay within my calories, I should be good. Now, some people don't like to calculate calories and all that kind of stuff. But if you're trying to lose weight, you need to do it because you need to know what you're putting in your mouth. So count them calories. All right. Count them calories. I know it can get on your nerves, but just do it. So identify your blood type. Next thing you need to do, plan your meals. So organize your meals based on the blood type diet. Focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods. Because again, the goal is to support the body, to help it not only lose weight, but you want to do it safely and you don't want to lose nutrients. So what you're putting in your mouth needs to be whole foods, clean foods, and nutrient-dense foods. A lot of nutrients, all right? Next thing is incorporate herbs. Now, I tell people all the time, herbs are supportive. They're not the end-all, be-all. So if there's issues as to why you're not able to lose weight and it's due to stress, you can use herbs to help with the stress. If you have issues with your thyroid, you can use herbs to balance out your thyroid. If you have issues, let's say, with your hormones, then you can find herbs that can address your hormonal imbalances. So this is how you use herbs, okay, to help you along this process. Because again, the body is designed to help, to heal, and to keep whole. Sometimes we get off balance, and when that happens, we use the herbs to help balance us back out. But the body does the healing. All right, so you want to incorporate herbs. You can add herbal teas, tinctures, or supplements that are tailored to your needs. Now, I'm a big proponent of tinctures, especially if you're somebody that doesn't like taking a lot of pills, or you're kind of weary of all these different supplements that are out there these days. Then I would just say look to tinctures, look at chemotherapy or legotherapy, and you can look at teas, decoctions, things like that you can just straight drink and keep it moving. Next thing to do is to set a fitness routine. So choose exercises that are suited to your body type. So for example, ectomorphs may benefit from strength training, while endomorphs might prioritize cardio. So depending on what your body type is, and there's tons of information online. This is my body type. What types of exercises should I be doing? Pick something on there that really works for you. Pick something that it'll be fun. It's not going to be stressful. Something that you can be consistent with a couple times a week to support the body in cleansing and removing additional and excess fat. And then finally, track your progress. So keep a journal to monitor your changes in weight, energy, and overall well-being. And while this might seem tedious, it really will help you and give you a better picture of what you're doing, where you're at, what's working, what's not. You may not know that the reason why you're losing weight is because your calories that you're eating are too high if you didn't write them down. That's why they say keep a food log or anything like that. And sometimes oh gosh, write everything down that I ate, every second that I eat. Well, you got a cell phone, go ahead and write it in your notes. And then when you get home or whenever, you can just write them out then. But no matter what, anytime you pop something in your mouth, just say, this is what I ate and this is how much of it. And it'll help you get a picture of what you're eating, when you're eating, why you're eating, and how much. And you'll be able to look at that and say, you know what? This is probably the reason why the scale only moved down 1 pound, because I ate 4,000 calories. I didn't even realize that. So you got to take a look at that. So again, number 1, assess your body composition. Number 2, calculate your BMI, body mass index online, and your calorie needs. Number 3, identify your blood type. Number 4, plan your meals. Number 5, incorporate herbs to help support you along the way. Number 6, set a fitness routine. And lastly, track your progress. That is the protocol. And notice I didn't give you solid, hard specifics because, again, the idea is to help you tailor it to you. Or if you're a nutritionist, or if you're a clinical herbalist, or if you're a wellness coach, whatever your profession is along the way, if you have a client, you want to tailor it to them and not have a one-size-fits-all. Now, let's talk about some common weight loss obstacles and then some herbal solutions to help address those. So there are many different reasons why people can struggle to lose weight. And you have to know these things so that when you see them, you know how to address them and better support your client or yourself's process to losing weight. So number 1 is a slow metabolism. A sluggish metabolism can result from factors such as age, hormonal imbalances, or even if you just have a sedentary lifestyle. You just kind of sit around, don't really go anywhere. When your metabolism is slow, your body burns fewer calories, which makes it harder to lose weight. So with this type of client or with this type of person, you want to consider offering them green tea, cayenne pepper, or even ginseng to help boost fat burning. And obviously encourage them to start walking, moving, something so that we can wake that metabolism up. The other issue that people tend to deal with are hormonal imbalances. So you're talking about hypothyroidism, PCOS, or even elevated cortisol levels from stress can disrupt your weight. So you want to look at herbs for this particular type of person: ashwagandha, licorice root, and bladderwrack, which can all regulate hormones. The next are the insulin resistant types. So insulin resistance or frequent blood sugar spikes can result in fat storage as well as sugar cravings. So for these type of clients, you want to recommend cinnamon, which improves insulin sensitivity and it will stabilize their blood sugar levels, or berberine, which is found in herbs like golden seal or barberry, because it enhances their insulin function. Okay. Now there is an herb also. It's called the Gymnema, Gymnema Sylvestra. And this is known as the sugar destroyer because it reduces sugar cravings and it supports your glucose metabolism. Next type is stress. High stress increases cortisol, which promotes fat storage, particularly around your stomach. So you want to look at your holy basil, your lemon balm, because these reduce stress as well as they are related to those that overeat. For poor sleep, you can use valerian root, chamomile. These promote a restful sleep and they are essential for weight management. A lot of people, because they are not getting the sleep that they need, they're not able to lose the weight that they need to as well. Your body needs that time for you to lay down so that it can go inside and focus on addressing the things within inside of your body. But if you're up all the time, you're not getting enough rest, it doesn't have time to replenish, work, repair, or do anything that it needs to do because now it has to do too many functions. Right? It has to process the information that you're looking at, the sounds you're hearing, all the other subconscious information, everything that you're getting. It's doing that and digesting the foods you're eating and trying to process the stimulating information that you are getting from watching TV while you're in the bed. So, bottom line is, get some sleep. Another issue as to why people have issues losing weight is poor digestion. So an imbalanced gut microbiome or poor digestion can impair your ability to absorb nutrients and it can slow your weight loss progress. So you want to recommend herbs such as dandelion root because this promotes liver and digestive health, which aid in fat metabolism. And then ginger, it enhances digestion and it boosts the heat within your stomach. They call that thermogenesis. And then the other herb you can recommend is slippery elm. And it soothes your gut lining and it supports nutrient absorption. The other thing is emotional eating. This is another reason why people's weight loss is hindered. And the thing with emotional eating is that you have to work on those issues that are causing you to emotionally eat, as well as work on your body at the same time, because one does impact the other. So for this particular type of person or client or yourself, you want to look at lemon balm and passion flower because these can help control cravings. Water retention, if you have a lot of water retention, dandelion root and hibiscus are natural diuretics to help throw some of that water off your body. And then if you have severe cravings and trouble controlling your appetite, then you want to look at fennel seeds or fenugreek to help manage the hunger as well as your cravings. And then finally, lack of a structured plan. This hinders people's weight loss because they just jump on this, well, you know what, I'm going to eat 1,000 calories a day and I'm going to go walking every day outside and then I might hit the treadmill, then I might go to the gym, but you don't have a clear strategy and your habits aren't consistent. Then this can derail your weight loss efforts. Let's say you have a diet and your diet's on point. Right? And you're tracking and everything, but you're sitting down at home. You're not exercising. You're not walking. You're not doing something to keep your body moving. Then that can derail your weight loss efforts. So have a structured plan. Now, yes, things sometimes can change. Let's say if you're weightlifting, you may need to increase your weights or decrease. There's adjustments that may need to be made along the way, but at least make sure that you're starting off on the right foot and having a clear strategy. So let me give you some final tips here. Number one, avoid weight loss drugs or supplements, herbal supplements with big claims. Always do your research. Check for the ingredients. Avoid products that promise quick fixes. Okay. Do your research on that. Consult a professional. Always speak to another herbalist to determine what this is. What are the potential effects, these type of things, if you're not sure. The other thing is be cautious of anything that's claiming fast weight loss with no effort. It's usually too good to be true. So if you want to go on the Krispy Kreme donut diet, take this pill and that's it, 9 times out of 10, that's probably not going to be able to work. It's not a good idea. It's not going to happen. All right. Another tip, set realistic weight loss goals. So you can start small, maybe aim to lose 1 or 2 pounds per week. Okay. Or even just maybe 1 more pound, 1 to 3, depending on how much weight you have to lose. But just start small and just celebrate the wins beyond the scale. You'll notice improvements in your energy. You'll notice your clothes fit a little differently, right? So focus on the fitness process and the wellness process as a whole, rather than just looking at the scale every day like, oh, I only a ½ inch, only half a pound, only, don't drive yourself back crazy, okay? And be patient and kind with yourself. Weight loss, it can take some time, so you don't want to stress over setbacks. You focus on long-term progress. What progress did you make today? Now, you want to hold yourself accountable, because sometimes when people say be patient, be kind to yourself, they use that as an excuse to slip off into what they were doing before. You still want to have a sense of accountability and hold yourself accountable for what you're doing. But just understand that, hey, you didn't go to the gym today. That's okay. Get up and go tomorrow. Tip number 3, change your environment to support wellness. So when you walk in your house, or when anybody else walks in your house, they should be able to sense that, wow, this person is trying to get on the right track. What does that look like? Your house clean, fresh smells through, if you want some herbal scents floating through there. If they walk into your refrigerator, let's say your kitchen, open your refrigerator. They don't see all kind of junk and all this in there. It's clean foods and everything looks nice and neat and all these things. Surround yourself with everything that looks like wellness. Even you may have to change your clothes. You may have to change what you're wearing. If you walk around in stuff that's too comfortable, jeans and this and that, go get you some workout clothes. That way you'll be more motivated. Get you a cute workout outfit. Make sure it fits you right. That way you're setting your environment and your stage to say, this is exactly what I'm doing, and everything needs to align with it. My house, my mind, everything has to come into alignment. So when you go and you open up my cupboards, you seeing grains, you seeing stuff that's healthy. You're not seeing junk. You're not seeing, ho-hos and donuts and all this other crap. There's nothing that I can go run to try to have a treat, a small treat or a cheat day, because it isn't in there. So stock healthy foods, fill your kitchen with nutritious options, remove those tempting unhealthy snacks. Create a workout zone in your house. Set up a little small space where you exercise, making it easy to stay active. Because right now we're dealing with the winter. So some people are like, oh, it's snowing outside, I can't go to work, I can't work out. That's not true. You can do chair workouts. You can do Billy Blank's Tailor. Use him a lot. There's so many other workouts that you can do. So set up a space in your home that's simply just for exercise. The other thing is surround yourself with support. So build a network of friends and family to help keep you motivated. Stay away from those people that, are worse off than you, because they'll probably be tempted to be like, hey, you don't want to go over here with me and eat all this and do all that. Stay away from the haters. The other thing is, reduce your stress triggers. So keep your space peaceful to minimize stress as well as emotional eating. And then tip number 4, make wellness fun and a part of your routine. Cook fun and healthy meals, maybe try some new recipes, or make healthy snacks like homemade veggie chips or smoothie bowls. Dance it out. For those that like to dance, turn your workouts into a dance party, right? Put your favorite music on and just dance. That's getting up and being active. You don't always have to go in there and do the routine, workouts like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9, 10. Sometimes that's boring. Just kick on some good music and dance for a good 30 minutes until you break out in the sweat. Make wellness a part of your life, but make it fun. Take walks in nature. Play a sport. Okay? Find activities that you enjoy to keep you moving. The other thing is set a challenge for yourself. Like Meatless Monday or Water Wednesdays. Try to keep things interesting. And ask some of your supporters, hey, you want to join me, this week, or you want to join me next week, just to inspire others as well. And then the other thing is always be mindful. Practice mindful eating. I know I was reading this one book, and it talked about how you need to sit down when you eat and look at your food and be intentional about what you're eating. Enjoy every moment, every bite. Because I know in our fast-paced society, especially here in the United States, we just eating on the run, constantly eating on the run, eating, run. And we're not even thinking about the food. We're thinking about the next thing going on. So we don't practice mindfulness, but we definitely need to do that when you're eating, because it immerses you in the experience, but it also helps your digestive system as well. So take your deep breaths. Okay. Treat yourself to a relaxing bath or a good book to kind of help you de-stress. But most importantly, enjoy the journey. Weight loss isn't about fitting into a mold. It's about creating a plan that works for your unique body. By understanding your body composition, aligning your diet with your blood type, incorporating supportive herbs, and following a clear plan, you can achieve sustainable results. So start small, track your progress, and make those adjustments as you need them. Remember, this is a journey and this is not a race. And if you like what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social media sites at The Demystified Herbalist. The Demystified store is open at thedemystifiedherbalist.square.site. So please go over there and check out if you need journals, if you need notebooks, if you're trying to figure out how to put together herbal protocols and things like that. Check out my workbooks that will help you do that. If you're somebody that needs more practice, I have workbooks there that help you go through case studies to where you can learn how to assess a situation, and then it'll help you prepare a remedy or a plan for that particular situation. So go over there and check that out as well. But as always, I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for listening. And until next time, family, I'm out.